Alrighty. Well, this is Koff doing a review of one of my own VODs. I played Sango, and instead of just mindlessly grinding out games, figured I should actually take the time to watch back some footage with intent. So that's what we are doing today. We're going to pop open a notepad so that I can add things to it as they come up. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, Sango picks Tony first. I, of course, play Vaki, so we got Vaki. Let's get into the game. Alright, immediately get tagged by JC. Let's back that up a little bit. So immediately tagged by JC. I tech. He successfully techs the chase. It looks like I'm winding up to counter poke with JA, but it is too late, so I get counter hit. Not ideal. He picks up. Use Tony damage. It's not. Alright, so how do we avoid that situation to begin with? So the tech was bad. It was immediate. It was easily read. He just needed the jump and chase it. So we need to still work on our shit techs. So throwing that in the note. Stop. Immediate teching. Tech with more intent. Because if I hadn't tech there, he was just jumping. He was just jumping at me, and I have way more air options as Vaki. So let's use our brain a little bit. Back up. Back up to... So let's go to his Oki. See what went on there. He just did 2C and I could jump it, so pretty easy. He ate a puffball immediately. Awkward. So I went for the double puff. People fall for that all the time. It's the main reason I do it. So puffball, knockdown, puffball, and you swap sides each time you do it. So take a drink. You swap side, people don't block it, but sometimes if I do it too late like that, it just whiffs. So that's the main reason for it. Anyways, let's go back to that. So I jump out, we puffball again, it whiffs. We get into an air scramble. I thought I was going to cross back onto the other side of him, I assume. Yeah. Alright. Hitbox moment. Get hit. Didn't need the jump back there. Okay. Alright. That's something I actively need to cut out of my game. Right here, this IAD back. I see him whiffing a button, so I figure, like, I would like to say I had enough eyes on screen to say that I was actively making a decision to IAD back to try and contest that whiffed grounded button. But no, I was just IADing back because I was going to do some ignorant Vaki shit. So, like, puffball, pillar, try and hit him with JC on the way down, which is ultimately what I do. JC, he blocks it. Luckily, that works out for me. It's still a win, just because he also was making kind of ignorant decisions. Like, why was he whipping JC there, or JC 2C there? Like, that doesn't make any sense. That 2C was never going to hit me. I'm Vaki. I'm half a screen away. So it works out well. We get him into block string. Block string sucks ass, which I'm aware of. We're trying to work on that. Right now, I am way too fearful to do anything but like airtight strings. I know everyone says you're Vaki, do TK puff and reset off of 2As. The problem is it's not like a real problem. Obviously, this character is ridiculous. Is that the mental block of having your buttons blown up as Vaki? What I mean is, like, if you get mashed in any gap, it's so catastrophic that it makes you fearful to run better pressure. I know that there is risks involved with better pressure, and Vaki versus most of the cast is not taking very many risks, and your pressure is infinitely better. But obviously, it's even safer to just run airtight buttons into unpunishable C button, and then either special. See if they're paying attention. Your specials are generally plus. You, depending on how far away they are, your 214s uncharged won't be plus, but they will be safe. And charged, obviously, you're plus like a gajillion. So you can just keep your pressure going and reset off of charged pillars. You can also reset off of 623A. That's also relatively safe. It's safe for most distances. Obviously, this is not good pressure, though. So this is why we chain through our normals, go for charged pillar. He chicken blocks it, and then we immediately go into pits, which I think is fine. I've been practicing pit pressure. I think pit pressure is pretty good. I know people like to meme on it on the air dash resets because you could check it, but lots of people don't have the execution, one, to do it, or two, they don't see it, right? They don't see hockey players doing it. So people just don't know. I flubbed it in Fuckfest this weekend, which felt terrible, but I hit the pillar, or I hit the AD pit and then dropped the confirm like a jackass. But I think this is fine. And then we go to reset, trading through normals again. Unfortunately, well, everything's going fine. It's not the best. Awkward interaction. Yeah, there we go. Stole the corner. So something that happens a lot with Vaki that people don't understand is that if you do something into puffball, like if you, the opponent, are doing a button and get tagged by puffball, so like that, you will get pulled out of the corner. If you get counter hit with the puffball, especially like a DP or whatever, especially anything that's forward moving, that little bit of forward momentum pulls you out of the corner, and I get people a lot with this cross up. He does it again here. There we go. Yep. So we get to go into more Oki. He just DPs it. We went for the same side anyways. Can't block an overhead, and we die. Feels terrible. Alright, so let's see. Let's break down what happened. Alright, so I went for left-right mix. Did I need to go for left-right mix against a DP character, a good DP character? Probably not. Probably would have been smarter to do puffball or pillars because they are much safer on Oki in this situation. Not doing the safe Oki against someone who I know will crank DP on something that I don't know how telegraphed the left right is. I think it can make it pretty ambiguous. In this situation, I think it's pretty clear that I'm same side, and I get tagged for it, which understandable. All right, now into Oki, can't block an overhead, and we die. Yep, and that's the round. All right, so let's add that to the notes. Do safer Oki against people and characters who crank DP. Because Puffball just destroys DP, there's no reason to lose to it. He hadn't shown DP yet, went for the shoddy left-right when you could just go for absurd pressure. Now let's back up a little bit. Start of the round, we're moving around, we're whiffing air normals at each other. Okay. So. I see him above me. I know, like, so the idea here, you throw out ground pillars, or you throw out pillars generally, is that you want to make your opponent jump it. I should not have air dashed here. If I had thought about it, I could have double jumped and tagged him with Rising JP, and that would have won the situation. Instead of I air dashed, which if I, and he backdashed in response, which sick, honestly. And then I get tagged with falling JC, which is obviously terrible. Not blocking. I don't know if it's caught the landing frame. Probably not. Just probably not blocking or probably holding up. Honestly, knowing me. Not ideal. Don't want to just be getting hit by JC. Tony doesn't do a lot of damage unless you're giving him C starters. So, needless to say that is bad there. So, what should we have done instead? So that air dash was a gazillion frames when you saw someone above you, and you were going to end up right below them in either situation. So that air dash was bad. So what should we have done instead? Once you already committed to the air dash, could have air dashed forward again and just fucking said, "I'm out. I am Vaki. I am out of here. Don't need to deal with this shit. Get it out of my face," and just air dash to the other side of the screen and reapproach neutral. That would have been smart. That's not what I did. So, or just the neutral jump. The pillars are a tool to try and check people on the ground and make them jump, right? So Tony, all the knife boys need to jump pillars. You can hold them away, and their biggest way of getting in on you is like hovering around, looking to clear pillars, and then get you a JC because it moves them forward a little bit. It's got a big hitbox that extends down, and it moves their body pretty well out of the way of pillars. So that is what they're looking to do. So that is what happened here, and I got hit. So he goes for damage instead of Oki. I tech and got tagged. Okay. Shouldn't have teched. He was looking for it. Okay. This is another thing that happens a lot to me because I am stupid. Alright. Holding up. Let's back up. Alright. So, I like to jump. I think that's kind of okay, honestly, for this character. Obviously, there are times when you should be grounded, and I should be looking to play grounded more. And yeah, I agree. And I am actively trying to incorporate that into my game. But in this spot, I think jumping is okay. You see him jumping, you have more interactions than him. Um, it's fine in this spot. The problem is, I went double jumped, basically immediately double jumped, and it stopped being smart. Basically at that exact moment. We're just trying to get to the top of the screen because honestly, it's just because that's where I'm the most comfortable because you got puffball, you got JC, you got pillars. All of that stuff is better with your opponents below you. Now, if you're just blowing through your options, you're not utilizing the amount of time that they can be below you. So we double jump here, and we don't protect our button, or our space with a button, and get tagged with JA. That's fine. Not great, but it's fine. It's really hard to convert random stray JAs. It's whatever. The problem then falls with the immediate tech. I can guarantee you, tech puffball is what I do. Yep. Tech puffball is the most ingrained brain rot that I have. I do not know where I picked it up. Well, I know where. It works. The problem is that it works a surprising amount of the time. People love to chase techs. And if they are late reacting to tech, puffball destroys them. Very simply. If they are looking at the screen, puffball does not destroy them. It gets counter hit. It's not that fast. I know everyone says puffball is ultra ignorant. I don't disagree. It's just also not that fast. It's like 13 frames of startup. So tech puffball, you're like minus a gazillion, right? So like he can easily JA this, which he does. Counter hit into death. So don't do that. Tech puffball needs to be eradicated from your brain. It's idiotic. And I should stop doing it. Alright, round two. My neutral. Ah, they were nice. Good JB. That's what I'm saying. When you just chase him with the double jump. Unfortunate spacing. I think that was just a spacing issue. Alright, so he shields, backdashes, the JC barely rips. Get tagged. Does gamer combos, that's fine. Alright, so probably being slow on puffball again. So immediate double jump again. So we go jump, double jump. So, you know, the classic J7, J9. I know it's SJ, it's supposed to be super double jump 9, but sometimes you don't get it. And I'm going for puffball, yeah, because I assume he's going to chase it. It's just too slow. It's just too slow. Need to pick a better option, or just, again, your Vaki, air dash out. Just get the hell out of there. Don't be near the buttons. It's just a bad idea. If you're afraid to do pressure because of buttons, why are you not afraid to exist on the screen because of buttons? You should avoid them. So we get counter hit. Luckily, he doesn't pick up. So we're in the pressure. Got tagged below. Gets the Tony OTG. More pressure. Overhead. We block it that time. Let's go. Jump out. Puffball tagged again. That time it was only single jump, but yeah, that was just unfortunate. He was very ready for, because my main escape process is jump out. Yeah, got tagged by donkey kick, and we're dead. Yeah, not much to say on that one. It was just folded under pressure. It wasn't like insane pressure or anything. Just my escape options got used pretty hard. Tried rising JA, not a bad idea there, except the double jumps JC. Oh my god. Air throw Oki is your worst Oki, but sometimes they don't block, so pillar's okay. There we go. Been incorporating that air dash height JBs. Just fucked up my own Oki. Great. People love running under you too for some reason. There we go. Oh, classic. We dropped it, but we should kill him now. Alright. So, things that went okay. We were chasing in the air better. We were responding and reacting to air movement much, much better. The JBs were better. The JCs were on point. We didn't run any pressure. We just beat him at neutral, which is how a lot of my wins go. Just Vaki is a monster. So, all right, good gat into Oki. The crossover was okay. Again, that pressure sucked ass, but we're safe, so it could be worse. Good idea. We throw out the pillars and make them jump. Hey, look at that. See, looking at the screen. Concept. And we fuck with the left, right. It's like the third time puffball gets counter hit. Throw is cheap. Try to jump. See? Lol. Just spaghetti. Into Oki. Wasn't ready for the confirm. Doesn't matter. We got the win. Anyways. So yeah, just holding forward out of hit stun for questions? Question mark? Question mark? Sango buddy, I don't know what you're doing there. Alright. He remembered he wanted to actually play Ryogi against me, so he switches to Ryogi. And that is where we pick this up. Alright. Now we are playing Frog. I assume he likes the Frog matchup better than the Tony matchup, but I think this matchup is dog shit for both of those characters. Anyways, I think it's probably less dog shit for Ryogi because she has big buttons and can test you in the air. But yeah, still, I don't think it's great for her. Hey, look, we did that. We frame trapped a normal. Pressure that it wasn't actually complete and utter crap the whole time. Alright. We got tagged by falling JB. Classic. Okay. Yeah, okay. Another problem. That is something I have noticed that I do a lot that I need to cut out. Alright, so we're going to tech forward, which we see him charging. That's fine. Random puffball. For what purpose? What purpose is this puffball serving? What are we doing here? Are we just creating space? It's relatively safe to throw up. That's fine. But we don't have any more air options, which means now we are landing with JC, the most obvious thing in the world. Because what do we have left for movement options? That. We have that left. And so he shields it. He fucks up the shield counter, though. So we get to live to fight another day. That said, it was still a garbage sequence. So we need to cut that out. I was expecting to die. So my pressure there was just like, what, 2A, 4C? That doesn't even make sense. 2C. Okay, so we landed. Oh, we got pushed out by his button, so we went 2C to counter poke, and he got there in time. Okay, so that's the 4C, because at that point, 2C, 4C is like the only things that connect from that range in your normals, or you go into specials, or you IAD or something. IAD would probably be better there, but again, You could just return the neutral also. 4C there is a little awkward because if he EX shield or EX guards the first hit and it's out of range where only the first hit is there, then you're whiffing the second hit and your minus like a bajillion. So it's a little rough. The 2C counter poke was okay. The 4C was probably a little much. It's very minus. Whereas the 2C is like half as minus. I think it's like minus like 7 or 8, whereas 4C is like 15 minus frames. So a little rough there. It's okay. You get pushed out half screen basically. And we return to neutral. Again, random puffball, land to try and push buttons into the top. Yeah, not a lot of brain power on that sequence, but we're trying. We're trying. Good. Falling J. Counter hit into confirm. We duck those. Let's go. Go for the left, right again. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why I fear things. Is because as soon as someone smells shitty pressure, like they block to the 5B, that is minus. It's -1, but it's a really common reset point for F-Vakiha because it is a standing low. I'm going to mash again and die because he just hits his 2A. Into the left, right, we block those. Good counter poke, but like I said, that was exactly what I was saying. The distance is where you get one hit of 4C. Basically impossible to confirm. It's just, yeah, it gets out of hand. Anyways, we're getting hit because we're dashing forward for some reason. Try probably try to counter poke. I've never blocked an overhead or an unblockable in my life. Pressure, low, yeah. Finish the Rekkas. Wasn't expecting the low Rekka. We died. Nothing too crazy there. Alright. Good JB. Yeah, I do like the cross up, the left right Oki on mid screen. Fucking it up, so iron that out. So yeah, we're in the pits. Yeah, see this is bad pressure again. I got mashed. I tried to mash his Rekka, eat 6.5 for it because I'm F-Vakiha. Don't hit the confirm. Tragedy. Yeah, just. So what did I get here? So he jumps out of the Rekka, or out of the pit that I missed. I go to poke him with JA. We whiff buttons past each other. I assume I'm. Yeah, it's JA. Alright, JA gets counter hit. I'm trying to land. A hope and a prayer. Never blocked an unblockable in my life. Or shielded an unblockable in my life. Alright. Yeah. Oki. Low. Trying to counter poke instead. Block those. You really need to be EX guarding those Rekkas. Lol. I'm spending meter now, I guess. Yeah. I like the getting out of there. That's a good idea. There we go. I really need. Okay. Random unblockable card breaks, right? Air unblockables need to confirm with 3C. Everything else is too unstable. I guess F-Ryougi specifically 4C will very frequently launch her out of the hitbox of the second hit, and then you can't confirm because she can tech. So need to confirm AAs with 3C. That is now in the notes. Alright, got knifed from full screen, just not blocking. Probably just assumed she couldn't get there in time. She could. So we are dead. Moving on. Puffball, my beloved. Alright, he's seen my shit. He's seen my crossovers. See, that was a much better tech. I mean, of course we're now dying. See, okay. That is the exact interaction I was talking about. So he drops this, that's whatever. Attack, get the counter hit with JA because he's chasing a tech, but he's late. Totally fine, but I go to pick up with 4C. She is immediately launched out of the second hit. No confirmed. She attack. See? Alright. Moving on. Good check in the air with JB. I do like the runaway and pillars. There we go. It's gonna be a bunch of damage. Yeah, that ended it. Alright, well. I mean, that was certainly a choice. Alright, moving on. Alright. See, got him that time. So, got the puffball over. We're in the pits. Not actually plus there. Mostly looking just to check air options, which he mashed JB, which is not correct. Good pickup. I should attack. Okay, our attacks have improved dramatically in the later part of the set. Got a tag, but it's okay. We're still able to jump. Yeah, oh, pillars was a bad idea. You steam in the air. Why are you not protecting your space? JA is busted. And we died for it. So yeah, protect your space when you're backdashing. If you see him in the air, gotta protect your space. Something I have not been doing a very good job of in this set. Yeah, he just didn't expect me to land. Alright, missed the TK, but that's okay. Still 3.5. Let's go. Alright, dropped it, died for it. Fun fact, manual dat pit is minus like 40 something on hit without a jump cancel. And on whiff it's minus like 60. It's outrageously minus on whiff. If you whiff manual dat pit ever, you, especially in the air, you die for it. So if you ever see F-VAkiha with pit det, does that animation where she like throws her hands down, just kill her. Minus. Alright, we drop. Good counter poke. Getting a little tricksy on our overhead left right on the Oki. Bloody. Just trying not to get memed. Good tap shields, Lamel. Good left right here. We throw because we're looking for the shield. Wow, I'm actually paying it. I'm looking at the game state. Good job, man. Holy shit. Didn't know the punish. Should lab the punish. Alright, lab the punish for AAD. Lab. Roog. AAD. Punish. Because, yeah, straight up right there, I backdashed because I just didn't know the punish. But, anyways, so. Counter poke, caught him with dash J, 2A, and we killed him. We did a lot of damage with F-VAkiha. Cool. Moving on. Yeah, fair enough. Excellent read on his part. Yeah, see, better techs. Do better techs. Also finish your combos. Alright, well, we got tagged in the air doing double air dash, which is something we should not. Yeah, puffball tagged again. Puffball tagged again. And there's no point in me putting in my notes 400 times to stop doing that and then getting hit on. What's going on here? Oh, I was probably trying to DP and fucking up the wake up timing. I do that quite frequently. random note for people playing against Vaki: if you are blocking air pillars like that and she's close enough to guard break you, just get hit. Stop holding block. Just get hit by the pillars. The tech is pretty light on those. The tech time, you can tech out pretty quick. And confirming it is really, really hard on non-counter hit. So just let the pillars hit you if you are stuck air blocking them. It's generally not a bad idea. They don't do that much damage. Anyways, PSA over. I went to check it with JB. I missed. He flew over me with his JB. Double air dash forward into no button, into dying like an idiot. Block the Yuhi. Still plus. I should be EX guarding these. There we go. Got one. There we go. We're starting to EX guard. I got caught low though. Unfortunately. Decent air movement, playing around his desires. Ooh, we got aggressive for no good reason. Yeah. Ah! Counter hit 5C into nothing is tragic. That confirms into pits, and I just didn't do anything. Ah! Nope. Maybe. He's just getting hit by these JCs for some reason. Yeah, that double air dash. I mean, honestly, with the speed in which the game was going, I don't mind it. I just... Oh, I think I kimonoed the... Yeah. I just didn't realize in time that he had been hit. I was autopiloting like a fool. Alright. Good dash 5A into confirm. Of course, Ryogi hitbox, sometimes that just happens. Dying for it? Yeah, okay, I tried to anti-air Jake bad idea. Just either shield or backdash, just get out of the situation. I know, I mash 5A to anti-air pretty frequently. Okay, another thing here. So this is a safe way to end pressure for Vaki if you're not doing real pressure, basically, right? You're not doing pillar, you're not doing puffball, IAD, any of that. So if you want to go chain through your normals into a C normal, into 2-2X, so long as they are in range, usually 2-2B or C, depending on where they are, that's plus. If they block it, you are plus. You're not plus a lot, you're plus 4. But you're not in range for anything to hit them, realistically. Like, you can 6-2-3A, you can 4C. So you're functionally, like, you are actually plus, but for you to reset pressure, it is not a pressure reset. The dash startup frames do not work out in your favor. If they mash a button, you lose. So, now the situation on hit, like we have here. Sometimes people get caught by it. It is a frame trap. People just frequently stop blocking because they think pressure is open. So you don't get counter hit with this a lot, but you do get random hits with it quite frequently. You can't actually confirm it with the normal either. So it doesn't actually confirm really into anything, except on counter hit, but that's, again, rare. So you have a normal hit situation here. So what are you going to do? You're now significantly more plus, but the benefit is that they are pulled closer to you. Now, your normals are an actual threat. You're considerably more plus. So you're almost double digits plus, and all of your buttons reach them. So that is what happens here. See, 5A. Got him. Into confirm. Did it again. Got him. Yeah, I successfully ducked the EX monkey flip every time I think this round. Except one, maybe later. Good job recognizing minus frames and checking out of that situation. That was probably a misinput, but whatever, we'll take those. Just blocking badly, eating a shitload of damage for it. You drop, it's okay. Tag low. Yeah, F-Ryougi pressured. Everyone, I know she's minus, but like, come on, man. that shit is annoying as hell. I cannot believe that JB hit me, but here we are. That puffball sucked, and we're dying for it. That puffball also sucked, and we tried to check 5A again. Good lord. Alright, but we're Vaki, so still mashing 5A. There's the cross up. Into the corner. Didn't have the meter for the EX enter. So, dead, probably. That's the nice thing. When you're playing this character, you do not need to be right that many times. You can be right twice, 2.5 times. That's all you need. He's gotta be smart enough to not be dead in about the same amount of times. Alright. I like neutral pit set. That's like the old JP arcade player tag where you just throw out pits so you have one on the field. I don't think I blocked that stupid unblockable once, or big shield. The manual grab, yeah, got him again on the same cross up. We went same side that time. Went to check the test. Yeah, check the dash. We thought back dash was coming. So that's what this 2-3 was, 623A was. But he did not. Good. Like, using your movement to like just avoid the situation is not bad. Yeah, unfortunate. Tried to check F-Ryougi. Tried to 5A. Guarantee it. Back. Yep, 5A counter hit. 5A anti-airs or something that both cursed me and done me all sorts of. Anyways, into this match. The cross up is kind of funny. Rube wake up timing I apparently don't know it well enough. She might be a little sleepy. It's like, golly, the 5C is so annoying. 5C charge. Bunker. Yeah, enough of this. Confirmed. Dead. Yeah, let's get out of here. See, again, just be right a couple times and you can just kill your opponent. That is the entire plan with this character. Check him here. Yeah, he's doing a good job trying to box me out with JP. I keep pressing into it, getting owned for it. 4C mash? Nope, got low. There's the 4C match that got blown up. Anyways, moving on. I don't know. I'm terrible at reacting to things. Oh, I went for the 3-pit and dropped it. Classic. So there's random note there. There is a F-Ryougi specific B&B version that you could do with F-VAkiha if you have your 4C1 TK routes on lock. It's 2-2A, double jump 2-2A, 2-2B, 6, IA, DJC, re-jump into the rest of the combo, and you do 6K off 2A against this character. Unless you drop it like a dingus, like I did here, and then you get out. But, alright, so he folded under just me mashing normals for some reason. We ducked it that time, but not in time, so I caught it fuzzy, which was pretty funny. Might have just actually been a distance then. Just trying to avoid the air buddies. Double air dash forward. Again, generally not. I don't love it, but when they're blocking like that, it's okay. So, this is good. I would throw. Okay. Actually, okay. Alright, you know what? We did a real frame trap. We did a delayed button. What a concept. Something resembling pressure. Good JA tech. Check. To the air shield, man. Yeah, let it rip. And he got counter hit. He was trying to mash out of the. That was just spaghetti. Hey, at least we confirmed that. It confirmed into the infinite, but you know what? Oh, hey, you know what? Speaking of... Let's re-examine. So he decides not to block on Wake Up. Do you, I guess. Do have those. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm great at this game. I'm pretty garbage. I can do that. The pressure, man. The pressure is so bad. That's really why I need to work on. Honestly, the neutral movement is improving as the set going on, just based on habits. Unfortunately, first two, not my strong suit. Alright. Call the shield, or delay the button to the shield. Unfortunate. Good shield. Good shield. Excellent chase there. So, finally we did something I wanted. Okay, well, yeah, alright. He keeps falling for those. Those aren't, that's not a real confirm. See? Resets. This is not blocking out of it. Good IH. Good mash. And, alright. Alright. What is the punish for EX Monkey Flip? Alright. Oh, okay. So 623A was mostly to IH. Yeah, tried the buff ball. Tried the buff ball. Good throw. Bunker, fuck that noise. A pillar. Yeah, I just didn't have the time. Unfortunate. Again, that's why you just want to get hit by those air pillars, so you just get out of the situation. They do like 600 damage. And you're out of the situation for free. Fuck this, we're out. Drop. Tragic drop. Finally, 5A anti-air works. Just wasting a lot. I'm just kind of floating around here. I'm trying to do some decent movement. That's the nice thing about F-VAkiha. Alright. So, I don't actually know if this is how correct this is. But it's something I picked up recently. I'm doing a lot. Is that off of air throw ending in the corner, I'll do SDJ9 puffball, because while it frequently whiffs, it baits just about everything. Doesn't get hit by heat, doesn't get hit by most DPs, it beats most DPs. If someone's trying to push a button in your face, it'll hit their button. So he goes for 2B, 2C, I don't know enough about Ryougi's buttons, but so I don't get hit, the puffball whiffs, but I get to maintain pressure. So it's something I've been doing and experimenting with recently, and it seems okay. Whiffing puffball obviously isn't awesome. Whiffing anything isn't awesome, but if you know someone is pressing, if you know someone off of air throw ender, knowing that's your worst knockdown is likely to press, it seems okay. And I've been okay, like pretty okay with the results of it so far. So anyways, moving on. We're doing pressure badly. Ooh, okay, so another thing, like I mentioned earlier, 6238 rebuy pressure, or not even rebuy pressure. It's just another check, right? So it's something you can do after 4C, the frame trap, and that's what happened there. We just missed a confirm. I don't know how that shield counter hit me, but whatever we're doing. Wake up TK puffball. Fuck it. Got him. Like I said, that puffball just bouncing around the side of people's heads works a surprising amount of the time. I know it looks jank, but like it's fairly real enough. That was a good check. Unfortunately not high enough to clear that shield counter. Bad on my part. What did happen? Alright, we tech late. That's okay, but we tech forward, which is probably not a good idea. We should probably be neutral tech or back tech if we're going to tech at all. Especially into pillars? Come on, dude. Throw. Shield. Check with a normal. Like I said, don't think I blocked or shielded a single one of those unblockables the entire set. Those are cheating. Alright. We messed up our Oki, but it's okay. Oh, tragedy. And that is how it ends. And that is 5 wins for one Mr. Sangoid. So, what happened here? We went for pit, air dash pit, whiffed the pit det. The pit was not set in time. So we went to air dash, push another button on him. If we had just done falling button, we would have been okay. If we had recognized in time that we weren't getting the pit det and it just matched JC, it would have owned this JA. But instead, we air dashed. Yeah, I don't love it either way, really. I think it's probably more correct to just fall with JC if you don't get the pit det. You've got an active button, they have to react to it. It eats most 5As when spaced like that, because when she's coming in as like a triangle, and the very tip of the triangle is disjointed. And at that spacing, it eats most 5As. So if you recognize that the pit det does not happen, like if you're off on your air dash pit timing like I was there, falling with JC seems like the better choice. Instead, we air dash, we go for JC after the air dash. Sango reacts in time, we get counter hit. And that's all she wrote. Alright, so we got a little bit of takeaway from this. We need to stop the immediate teching into bad situations. We need to do safer Oki against people who are going to crank DP. Against characters who are going to crank DP, so the Knife Boys, especially Scion, etc. It's a poke. People who are going to crank DP. We need to confirm our AAs with 3C. That's just, we are leaving opportunities on the ground by letting them tech away safely, by trying to confirm with 5B or 4C, because we're just not hitting them. So we're getting a 5A anti-air, we're being correct, and no, we're not getting anything out of it just because we picked the wrong button to confirm. So we need to fix that. A couple things specifically for Ryogi. We need to figure out the punish for when they whiff AAD. That did come up once in that round. We didn't have to punish for it. We just backtashed because I was like, I don't want to get memed by AAD. Which, fair enough. No, didn't get memed. That's good. But we also did get the punish. Could have maybe... I don't even remember if we won that round. Doesn't really matter. But we could have run quicker if we did, or could have maybe not lost if we did. Additionally, EX Monkey Flip. Successfully ducked it. I do remember that was the counterplay. Duck, monkey flip, because I know that they are actionable on block, so they're effectively plus, and that it's very fast, yada yada. So all that, good, ducked it, thumbs up, did that well. However, did not punish it, so there's room for improvement there. All right, last thing that I have in here is movement and protecting your space with buttons. So there was some double air dash forward that I did not love. The jumped immediate double jump, just hanging out at the top of the screen for no good reason, giving up frames on air dashing that you don't need. It's kind of really you have to respect your opponent's abilities to move through space as well as your own. I know Vaki is the queen of that, but other people, and it's Melty, can move through the air. So, gotta use your brain a little more on that. So, yeah, we gotta protect our space with buttons when we're moving through the air, and we just gotta choose our movement more wisely. Um, as I was picking up this character, and over the last year or so since I've been playing this game, basically learning fighting games, playing a ridiculous top tier in this game is quite something. Um, movement habits are quite poor. She does not enforce good movement habits. She doesn't have to. So you need to build those in. It's something I need to actively work on. Is just getting better movement habits. Is getting up in the air with a single jump, identifying where the opponent is, seeing what's going on, and then choosing additional air options. On top of all of that, saving yourself an air option, because if it all goes to shit, you can air dash back out of it or double jump out of it, and then reassess the neutral because your neutral is cracked. You've got pillar, you got puffball, and you've got Vaki movement. So, right, that's going to conclude this first version of Coff Reviews Coff. I might do more. Who knows? We'll see in the future.